We're ready? Let's go. Do you ever feel like whenever you start something new in your life and after trying it for quite some time and you still feel lost? Well, this has been one of my struggles for the past few years. The feeling of lost and doubtful about the things I'm currently doing. And I keep asking myself if I'm doing the right thing, or am I just wasting my time? This struggle revolves around all aspects in my life, such as career, finance, relationships, friends and family, even YouTube. So, there's a few reasons that I realize why you might feel the same way as I do. It can be coming from being a future-oriented person. Being a future-oriented person is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. But as we say, too much of something can also be bad for you. So let's start here. Future-oriented. One of the things I learned from this struggle is that I tend to focus my thoughts on what the future is going to be like. And most of the time, my thoughts starts to swim down into the what-ifs scenarios. What if with the struggles and hardships I go through that I still don't make it? What if I take this risk? I won't have enough money to live my current life. What if people would think that I'm just a big-headed pretentious guy starting this thing? What if this is actually not for me? These are the questions that truly creeps in my head sometimes when feeling in doubt, tired, and exhausted from work because of a lot of uncertainty of the future. And this habit of thought can sometimes make our lives miserable and not being able to appreciate the present moment. Second one, comparing myself to others. I know comparing yourself to others is pretty obvious not to do, but for what I observed, I tend to fall into comparison when I start scrolling in social media. But we tend to look everything around us and subconsciously compare ourselves to that environment and look for validations of belonging. Comparing ourselves to others can also trigger the thought of self-pity. If we end up being emotionally and mentally hurt, our pride usually takes over. What do I mean by that? For me, pride is an offense and defense mechanism when we are put into uncomfortable situations. And so by comparing ourselves to others, and you see that you are not where you want to be, or you see a lot of your friends happier and more successful than you are, your pride can go and say, just because I'm too busy and barely have enough time, or you end up blaming your situation, which can trigger self-pity and validating yourself why you lack of action. A third one. Focusing too much on the goals and not on the journey. This one hits close to me, especially in my early 20s. We tend to focus on the goal of getting the things that we want, the influences we strive, or that number on our social media. But one thing I realize is that trying out a lot of things at the same time is a journey of finding your real voice, your real passion, what sparks your life to the next level. And if we are solely focused on our goals, such as becoming a great dancer, performing all over the places, getting that degree that you have been grinding for, or getting that car or a house you've been saving up for, sometimes it takes away the real meaning of your journey. Because if we focus our minds solely on the goal, we end up not being present with what's in front of you and actually have an opportunity to have fun, spending time with your loved ones, being present to the people who actually matter.
Clam chowder?
The idea of too fast but too little is about you pursuing something that you really want in the fastest way, and you keep pushing and striving with too little celebrations or reward for your hard work. Celebrating small wins is the key to actually enjoying your journey. Sometimes we have to stop and appreciate and internalize what we did. It can come from small celebration, like going out with friends, eating out with family, playing that game you always wanted, or rewarding yourself with something. Sometimes we just need to breathe and take it slow. Appreciate the current moment and the hardship that you went through. To be honest with you, I continue to struggle with this, as sometimes I feel guilty of not doing anything or slacking off to the things I needed to do. So remember, take it slow, enjoy the progress, enjoy little process that you do, as the reason why you're pushing this is because you want a better future. So don't forget to celebrate small wins with the people that is important in your life. Another aspect to why we feel lost every time is the lack of action. We keep saying that I will do this or that, but we end up not acting on it. Maybe observe yourself if you tend to push away things that you have to do that can change your life. Sometimes the reason why we lack of action is because we set goals as a big thing. And so we end up procrastinating or falling into analysis paralysis situation. This can trigger the distraction loop because the goal is hard to start. We end up choosing what's convenient, and most of the time that is distraction. To be honest, sometimes I caught myself scrolling through social media and getting distracted for hours. So make sure, if you think you lack of action, maybe because you think your goal is that big. So in order to solve this is to make baby steps, one brick at a time. Lay it down as perfectly as possible. With all this, I realized that in order for us to change these habits that keeps us feeling lost or fearful of the future is to start becoming more patient. to the things we can't control, to other people, and especially to ourselves. As simple as being patient comes with greater action, because a lot of things can happen in a day, and it will be challenging when facing the worst or unexpected fears that actually happened. Some of the recommendations I've searched are by start practicing meditation, breathing exercises, reading, taking a walk, having enough sleep, and staying hydrated. These are really important essential actions we need to take so we can have more stable mental state. But I believe the first step is to change our mindset and openness to the idea that can make you better. Like this video. Because sometimes change can happen internally, such as maturity, or externally, when someone or something comes into your life and rattles you from the inside. And so the purpose of this video is to provide some insights and awareness for such matter, and somehow open your mind to a better way of thinking. One thing you can take away from this video is the reminder of please be extra patient to yourselves and to the people around you. Because once you start practicing that, you will start to feel proactive instead of reactive state. So I hope you enjoy this type of video. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I really enjoy these types of videos, and I hope you did too. If so, let me know in the comment section below. And until then, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
Huwag niyong pag-awayan yan. Ayusin niyo na maayos. Huwag yung inggit-inggitan. Pangit yung ugali, inggit-inggitan. Ipakita niyo sa mga anak niyo na nakamahalan kayo mga kapatid. Kayo mga pinsan niya. Magtulungan kayo.